Hello and welcome back to another episode of Buy Now Sell Now Realty TV. Of course, I'm Jeff, man, owner and managing broker of Buy Now Sell Now Realty here in beautiful Tampa, Florida, man. And with the news that happened this week, that was a confirm for what we already knew. Had to jump on here and do a video, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Go ahead, like, share, comment, follow us on all the socials. Make sure you donate to the Buy Now Sell Now Realty Foundation. Description is in the link. Let's get into this thing. Guys, are you a New Yorker thinking about making the move to Florida after what happened on election night? Maybe you're tired of the politics. Maybe it's going to be the taxes. Or maybe you just want to trade the snow shovel for a beach chair. Whatever reason, you're not alone. Thousands of people are doing it every single month. But here's the truth, guys. Nobody's telling you. Florida real estate plays by a completely different set of rules. Now, in this video, guys, I'm breaking down the top 5 things every New Yorker needs to know before buying in Florida so you don't waste your time, your money, and fall into the traps that many newcomers make when they move to this state. Now, before we dive in, man, comment below where you're thinking about moving: Tampa, Orlando, Naples, Jacksonville, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Gainesville, Panhandle. I love to hear your story. But if you're coming to Florida, guys, here's the things you need to know. And even though some of them may be old to you, it never hurts to be reminded. Let's get into this thing. Number one, cash is still king. We gonna start with the biggest truth of all. Cash still runs this market. If you're coming from New York with equity or strong finances, you already have an advantage. But here's the catch, guys. In Florida, cash buyers move fast. Get rid of the inspection period. Get rid of all of that. No contingencies. Cash buyers move fast. We had a client in COVID that came down from Long Island. Sold their co-op, came down with 500,000 in cash and thought they'd have their pick of properties. Within 2 weeks, they lost 3 homes to full cash buyers who made the offers the same day they toured. Moral of the story, guys, here's your proof of funds ready to the actual seller. If you're financing, get pre-approved now before you even move to Florida. Because if you are waiting to get down here to get pre-approved, that house you want is already gone. Y'all do me a favor, man. Hit that like button if you ever felt like the stress of competing. If you ever felt the stress of competing in a hot market. Because, guys, that's exactly what this is about to be. If you coming down here thinking that you gonna have a process and, oh, I'm from New York and these country people down here in Florida don't move fast, anybody who saw what happened in COVID realizing it's not New Yorkers versus Floridians. It's New Yorkers versus other New Yorkers. And we all know how that's going to work out when cash is king. They don't mind spending the money. Act like you, the New York Yankees owner. Now, how much you going to spend for Alex Rodriguez? How much you going to spend for Aaron Judge, right? Now, you going to sit there and try to lowball him, or you going to go ahead and give him the highest paid salary ever? That's the way you better think about this house, because if most people, if as many people as they say are exiting New York City is actually going to happen, guys, get ready, because these buyers, I mean, these sellers are going to be dealing in a way that they know 10 other people are waiting in line if you try to think you can negotiate. Let's get into number two, guys. Be ready for a bidding war. Okay. Florida isn't just hot weather, it's still a hot market. The snowbirds were going to be coming down anyway. Do y'all understand what's happening, right? The New York City mayor election just so happens to come 1 year after the presidential election. So the snowbirds are about to start coming down, whether it be right after Thanksgiving, whether it be right after Christmas. But we start watching how cold it gets in the Northeast. That's kind of what determines it. And since it's getting cold up there already, it's time for the snowbirds to come down anyway. And all the properties that are on the market, they tend to tick up a little bit because you got snowbirds coming down who might be looking to buy, especially in areas like Tampa Bay, Sarasota, right? Multiple offers are standard. If a property looks perfect online, guys, odds are 5 other buyers think the same thing. If you're in Tampa, Orlando, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, 15 or 20 other buyers think the same thing. One of my favorite stories, man, came from a client that we had from Queens, man. They found their dream home down here in Riverview. They offered full asking. Someone else came in $10,000 over and wrote a letter about how they were moving closer to the family, and they won, right? The takeaway is price smart, move fast, and lead with clarity, not emotion. Your agent should have your cash offer ready. And if you got a cash offer ready for full price or above asking, make sure you put that little note in there to send with the offer that we're moving to be closer to family. Don't tell them you're escaping New York because you don't want to pay taxes and you don't want to support my Domi's dreams. Don't do that. What I need you to do is create a letter that comes with your offer to let that seller know more about why you're moving. Because when it's 15 or 20 other people bidding on that same house, I got the money. Now let me make a connection. Because at the end of the day, guys, in this AI world, personal connection can still make the difference, right? So make sure you get down, man, in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about. Have you ever submitted an offer with a letter to let the buyer know? Now, a lot of people submit offers when they can't afford the house. This is only relevant if you have the right offer at asking or above, and then you attach that personal note. Saw the house. I want to bring my family in. I want to do this, do that, do that. Because whether sellers like to tell you or not, they really like trying to control who buys their house, which is not right, but it is what it is. Now, let's get to number three, guys. Let's use the COVID exodus of New York back in 2020 as the guide. Okay. Remember when everyone left New York City, New Jersey, New York, New Jersey, Michigan, Canada, right? They came during COVID. Y'all remember that? Well, that wave has reshaped Florida's real estate market permanently. People flooded into areas like Tampa, St. Pete, and Clearwater. Miami, Orlando, all of that, right? And they bought their New York City budgets with them. We all know New York is more expensive than everywhere else. They tell you that when you go there. And guess what, guys? The people up there just get used to it. It's a way of life for them. Okay. But it's different down here in Florida. But this means inventory in those markets move differently now. If you follow the same patterns the early movers did, prioritizing safety, space, and stability, you'll land in the right neighborhood. The lesson with this one, guys, don't follow trends. Follow proven migration patterns. Okay. What did you learn from COVID? It ain't gonna be a whole lot of people that come and say, all right, let me come down here and just buy a fixer upper. No, these people coming down here, submitting above market offers, and it's going to a house that's pretty good condition. What we're seeing is these people want turnkey stuff. They don't want the time to have to come down here, find a contractor, flip the house, get it through permitting, all that kind of stuff. So follow those proven migration patterns that happened during COVID. Drop a comment, man, if y'all remember that great migration during COVID from New York City and whether you thought about making a move back then. Because I know if you're a New Yorker, you're watching it. Now, some of y'all gonna stay to see if he's gonna do what he said he was gonna do. But I think his post-election speech told you, oh no, he believes it. Okay. So I saw Jamie Dimon from Chase say he wants to work with him. But I've also heard rumors that Chase may be moving their corporate offices or some of their people down here to Florida. I'm even hearing news stations that have been in Manhattan since the days, of inception, thinking about moving to Texas or moving to Florida just to kind of offset anything this guy may do because they can't keep their full operation in New York. And you as a homeowner up there, go ahead and try to sell now so you can get down here because you don't want to have to wait to or wait to present an offer that's tied to your house being sold in New York. Let's get to number four. And this is going to be a little bit polarizing for some of the people who may watch this because I'm a little bit different and it's going to come across as I'm being contradictory. But avoid FSBO, avoid FSBO homes. Avoid FSBO homes. Now, this one's a big one, especially for my buyers who like to handle things personally. Don't fall for the FSBO listing. A lot of out-of-state buyers see a for sale by owner sign and think they're getting a deal. And I had a house before. I don't need an agent. I don't need somebody who has an agent representing them. I can save X amount percent on that house. I know what I'm doing. But in reality, guys, they're walking into chaos. The FSBO is sitting there saying, how many of these people just gonna come down here and throw money? But you also gonna probably be waiving inspection and that kind of thing. So understand that when you're dealing with these FSBOs, a lot of chaos can ensue when there's a market. Like what's gonna happen when these New Yorkers come down here. You'll find unclear disclosures, unverified pricing, and sellers who may not even understand Florida real estate law. Okay. One buyer I worked with tried to buy a FSBO in Wesley Chapel. They saved 3% on commission. They saved it, but lost $18,000 after the home inspection revealed issues that the seller didn't disclose. Because if you're dealing with an FSBO and he knows there's a bunch of New Yorkers coming down, There won't be any inspection period. Okay. All that stuff you gonna waive. So understand that what's gonna happen. And guys, this is Wesley Chapel. And we know Wesley Chapel is growing if you're familiar with the Tampa Bay area. But lost $18,000 because hey, they decided to go with the FSBO guy. So yeah, you saved commission, but you earned a bill. Which one do you want? There's no substitute for having a licensed professional in your corner if you're coming from a different state. It doesn't matter that you know people who've already moved down here. Call them and use the agent they use. Okay. Call them and use the agent they use. But don't come down here from New York and not have a Florida real estate agent on your side. Ask your real estate agent in New York to recommend you somebody here in the state of Florida. Obviously, you're watching this. Feel free to DM us, email us. All of our information is in the description. We'll get you matched, guys, with the property that you're looking for. And guess what, guys? We're going to protect you like family. And what do I mean by that? We are going to make sure you understand what's happening because you're going to be living here. Now, here's the deal. If you're going to just say, hey, look, I'm going to come here and I'm only going to stay until I see what's happening, and I might go back and I may only need a rental. Either way, get you an agent that's going to get you in a place that you can feel like home for the next 3-4 years. Okay. Now, going into that final thing, going into the final part of this, knowledgeable local agents matter. This is the part that makes or breaks the move. A good agent just doesn't find you a home. They find you stability. They know which neighborhoods flood. They know which HOAs are a bitch to deal with and are overpriced, and which new builds are worth it. I always say, guys, buying in Florida without a local guide is like navigating a new city without a GPS. I worked with a couple from Brooklyn back in COVID who tried to buy remotely through a random online agent. They didn't realize their perfect home backed up to a busy train line. 2 weeks after moving, they called and said, Jeff, we can't sleep. That's why local agents matter, guys. Hire someone who understands the community, not just the commission. Now, whether you're leaving New York for political reasons, financial reasons, or just a fresh start, the principles of real estate never change. Cash is still king. Competition is still fierce. The smart move is always the informed move. If you take those lessons with you, Florida isn't just a move, it's a step forward. And I can promise you, you probably won't ever go back. So before you pack the moving truck, man, DM us or email us at info@buynowsellnowrealty.com. We'll walk you through every part of the relocation journey from mortgage prep if you need it to moving day and help you buy with confidence, man. Hit this video. I mean, hit like if you like this video. Drop a comment. This really helps YouTube send this video out, and subscribe for weekly real estate advice that actually makes sense. Because at Buy Now Sell Now Realty, we don't sell houses. We build peace of mind. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do me a favor, follow us on all the socials. Support the Buy Now Sell Now Realty Foundation. The link is in the description, guys. And until next week, man, let's make it a good one.